Good afternoon, villagers. How are you doing? It is great to see you all here. Thank you so much for joining. I must say, let me get something up here so I can actually see the comments here as well. I'm going solo today. Doug is on a conference call right now with a client, so I thought, you know what? It's 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific. So I thought it is time to move forward with this. I need to get online. I need to spend time with my village. Not to mention, I am just so incredibly excited. Oh my goodness. Richard just got an ad before the stream started. Yeah, by the way, everyone, we're monetized. It just happened half an hour ago. I got the email. So we finally have monetization on our channel. It took a long time for that to happen. And yeah, it took a while, but here it is. It's finally happening. Last of the Writer's Creed, welcome to the stream. Let me go ahead and do a little chat check here. I see Mike Wheeler, of course, first. And as with Jim, you win. You get my admiration for the day. Mike, congratulations. Samantha, welcome to the stream. Hello, Pam, Pam's fam. And let's see, Richard, the Orlando guy, thank you so much. And you just got an ad before your stream started. Thank you. Rachel, I see you there. Thank you so much. Oh, it's a little glitchy, not showing previous checks. I'm on the phone. Okay, Rachel, good. RVing to Disney, welcome to the stream. And last of a Writer's Creed, welcome. Pearl, hello. Noah, thank you so much. And Rachel, thank you so much. Jay, how are you? Can you believe it? We're finally monetized. I cannot believe it. It just finally happened. I guess we can turn on Super Chats. I haven't done that yet, but I probably will be doing that, making sure, because I still need to read all the literature that comes in as a result of this. So I'll see what's going on with Super Chats with that, because I don't know how that all works, but I will figure it out. Jennifer Levy, welcome to the stream. Hello, Arjans. Hello. Oh my goodness. Fisher Fund Ventures, thank you for being here. It is great to see you. Everyone, there is so much news that happened on April 1st. I'm assuming it's because it is halfway through the financial year. Yeah, you know what, Jay, you are absolutely right. I do have time to read now. Hi, Ben. Yeah, Ben, it happened. We're finally there. Finally. Danny, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Oh my gosh. Pam, thank you. I'm actually in tears here. It's just everything that happened. We were supposed to have had this happen back in late November. We finally hit all the thresholds. And so we expected that things would start happening at that point, but nothing happened. It was a matter of a technical glitch with something that was not clicked correctly. So we went through and we looked at it again. And last month, we finally got a letter saying that we were officially in review. And I just got the email today. So there we are. I can't believe it. It's actually happening. Anyway, enough of that. We are here to talk about, thank you, Noah. We are here to talk about, oh my gosh, Jennifer Levy, thank you so much. And I see your picture there at the Oakland Coliseum. I cannot wait for the day that we can congregate and watch a baseball game like that again. Thank you. And the ads are playing too. And Little C family, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you here in the stream. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, so anyway, a lot has happened on this day. Like I was saying, I'm assuming that it is because of the fact that it is April 1st. And when April 1st hits, that means that is the halfway through the financial year of the Walt Disney Company. So I think a lot happened on the day, but some things were not related at all to that. And first one is actually, I'll give you a case in point. The first one I have here listed is April 1st, 1946. Oh, look at that. We are back. That is great to see you back. Welcome back. So good. 1946. There was an anime. Oh, Cynthia, thank you so much. I want my PTV. Thank you. Everyone remember that phrase. I want my PTV. We've got a shop about that, but I'll talk about that later anyway. I am blathering here. I am just so excited. I am so sorry, everyone. I'm usually much more composed than this. And yes, indeed, Little C family, there are great people in here. Fantastic people. And it's good to have you back. You know, I noticed that you weren't posting for a while. So yeah, it's good to have you. And Richard, now Ben's target runs would be paid for. You're right. Little C family, thank you so much. By the way, we've had one person respond so far to our reply for the I Want My PTV campaign. If you can, please take this time after the stream, record a short video of you saying, I want my PTV. Send it to me at peppertreevilla@gmail.com. I'm trying to put together a video of our village of people that want to say, I want my PTV. I have several from last summer when we were at Disneyland. And then I also have this one here of I want my PTV from, we have one from T. Marie Photography. She did an excellent parody from the movie Office Space. So that'll be included in that as well. It's just absolutely delightful. And yeah, can one of my moderators please put my email address there in the stream, peppertreevilla@gmail.com. Thank you so much. I'd appreciate that. So please, if you can, record a short video and send it to me at peppertreevilla@gmail.com. I'd like to put together that video of our village. So that's fantastic. And oh goodness, Danny, there's one. See you all for game night. Danny has a stream tonight. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Danny has a stream tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It is Two Real Geeks game show night. Or they play game night. They will play something like Monopoly or Sorry or something. They will have some fun with some kind of a game. It's actually pretty funny. He and Jess have a good time with it. Mike Wheeler, thank you so much. There is our email address, peppertreevilla@gmail.com. Please go ahead and thank you, Noah. Please take an opportunity to take some time, record just a real quick video of you saying, I want my PTV, and I want to stitch together a video so we can have some fun. I'm sorry, let me go ahead and get started on this news because there is a lot here. 1946, animator Frank Thomas had been in the war, World War II. He enlisted and he served 4 years in the Army Air Corps during World War II, and he returned to work at the Disney Studio on this day in 1946. Okay, so that's significant. One of the Night Old Men. I mean, class act. Frank Thomas, Ollie Johnston. There's a great documentary of them, Frank and Ollie. I think it's on Disney Plus. So if you have not checked that out, go do that, please. 1963. This one is actually in part of the thumbnail that I put out for this video. Yes, indeed. He is one of the Night Old Men. You're absolutely right, Richard. Yeah, great fun fact. Yep, thank you. I've got a lot of fun facts today. So on this one, 1963, it was on ABC. Now, at this time, of course, ABC is not owned by Disney. As a matter of fact, Disney, I guess, had just recently purchased the rights to Disneyland away from ABC. ABC relinquished the rights that they had. So at that point, Disney now owned Disneyland all outright after that happened. And in this case, ABC in 1963, General Hospital premiered on April 1st, 1963. It is the longest running serial currently produced in Hollywood, and actually the longest running entertainment program in ABC history. It's still going. They still have it. It's actually in the Guinness Book of World Records for that too, but it is still, as from the ABC website, it says, the tradition of passion, intrigue, and adventure takes place in the fictional town of Port Charles in upstate New York. General Hospital. That was in 1963. And of course, here's a favorite topic of everyone, money. 1973, Walt Disney World raised their prices for only the second time. Now remember, they'd opened in October of 1971. But at that time, I believe the general admission for adults was $3 when it first opened. They upped it to $3.75 before, and then $4.50. So it cost $4.50 to get into Walt Disney World on this day in 1973. Of course, that is Magic Kingdom. The ticket books are increased by just 35 cents for a book of 8 tickets. I don't know what the delineation of those tickets were at that time, but I imagine that they were ABC and possibly D, maybe an E, because I think Pirates of the Caribbean may have been an E ticket when it opened. 1974, on this day, Pioneer Hall opened. I personally thought Pioneer Hall had opened when Fort Wilderness had opened in 1971. I was surprised when I was doing my research. Donna Jaworski, welcome to the stream. D&G, I did not see you. Disney Nerd Herders, I didn't see you join as well. Thank you for being here. Disney Nerd Herders will be going live shortly. They will be on at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, so make sure you check it out. So, oh yeah, the original price was $350. Thank you, Richard. They went from $350 to $375, and then they upped it to $450. A tremendous increase percentage-wise, but in the grand scheme of things, not too much. Hello, Amy. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. So that was in 1974. Pioneer Hall at Fort Wilderness opened on this day, and then it wasn't until June that they started the Hoop-Dee-Doo review, and it's been running ever since. If you have not yet seen the Hoop-Dee-Doo review at Florida's Fort Wilderness, please do yourself a favor, check it out. You would not believe the food that is available at that particular meal too. It is just absolutely incredible. Just so much food that they bring to your table, and they bring out a bucket and they just slam it on your table. It's great. I love it. 1976. Now let's go to Bay Lake at Walt Disney World, because there's an island in Bay Lake that was originally called Blackbeard's Island when Walt Disney World opened. Later on in 74, it was renamed to Treasure Island. But then it didn't last too long as Treasure Island, because on this day in 1976, it reopened after being closed for a bit to put in walkways and things like that. It opened as Discovery Island. They added a walk-through aviary, flora and fauna, and a snack bar. It was an 11-acre island, and it was really known for its bird and turtle populations. At that point, the only way to reach Discovery Island was by one of the ferries that departed from Magic Kingdom, Fort Wilderness, or the Contemporary. And then it finally closed on April 8th, 1999, 25 years after it first opened as Discovery Island. Because, well, the prevalent theory is that it was closed because of Animal Kingdom. Oh, little C family, again, thank you for joining. Great to see you again. And we'll be checking you out again very soon. I'll be paying very close attention to your channel. Great to see you again. Welcome. Yeah, I guess you could swim. This has got to be Derek. Derek and Gregory, they'll be going live later on tonight too. So yeah, the Animal Kingdom took away the audience of Discovery Island. There was no reason really to go to the island, because all the animals were then eventually moved over to the Discovery Island area of Animal Kingdom. So the Oasis, as you walk in as well, you see a lot of animals there. Some of those were from Discovery Island. 1990, a little studio, well, Walt Disney Animation Studio, started this little studio called Disney Movie Tunes. They opened a facility in Glendale, and the studio produced 47 films during their lifetime. They changed their name in June of 2003 to Disney Toon Studios. Their first film, I believe, was DuckTales, the movie Treasure of the Lost Lamp. And yeah, I had a feeling it was Little Explorer. So, oh my goodness. So yeah, that was Disney Toon Studios. It finally shut down after they produced their 47th film. The film was Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast. And that was in 2015. They just shut down everything. So 5 years ago. But it was open for 25 years as Disney Toon Studios. And they produced a lot of the straight to video films. 1995 on this day. Let's say 25th anniversary to Blizzard Beach. Blizzard Beach opened on this day in 1995. The first churro cart was introduced at Disneyland, signaling the downward spiral in guest experience. Hashtag I blame the churro. The churro had been introduced to Disneyland back in the late 80s for part of Videopolis, and they finally did a churro cart in the 90s. So, yeah, Richard, you're right. It was the downfall of the guest experience. I'm not a fan. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of churros. I have eaten them, and I will go ahead and eat them. But I won't eat a whole one. I'll take maybe a bite and then realize I shouldn't have done that. The churros were in the late 80s. Videopolis, they started, I believe it was a stand called Yums. So anyway, 2001, the Main Street Electrical Parade had its last run in the Magic Kingdom. I remember seeing the Electrical Parade at Christmas time with my mom, December of 1999. It went, of course, it went right by through Liberty Square, and there was an area that my mom, I'd gotten her in a wheelchair because she'd had some mobility issues that day, and they ushered us right to this one area where there were pretty much no wheelchairs. We were there pretty much by ourselves and enjoyed the whole parade by ourselves, the Main Street Electrical Parade. And because it was happening in December, they actually had some jingle bells. So someone was there with the little stick that has all the bells on it that you just ring like this. Jingle bells were part of the soundtrack for the Christmas season, which was very entertaining. I didn't expect that. It was very, very fun. The next day, though, the electrical parade was gone, and SpectroMagic was back, and it ran for another 9 years. Ran until 2010. Also on the same day, April 1st, 2001, at Walt Disney World, they combined the Port Orleans Resort and the Dixie Landings Resort to calling it the Port Orleans Riverside. So it became one big, massive resort. And the Dixie portion is now called Riverside. The port side was called the French Quarter. So that all happened in 2001. I guess the whole process of it changing over took about 9 months for everything to happen. You know, you can change a name, but man, it takes a lot of time to change signage and stationery and websites. And that's a lot of work to change the name of something like that. So yeah, 9 months to change it. But on this day, it was 2001. It became the Port Orleans Riverside. So Arving to Disney, I'll be honest with you, I've never had a churro at Costco. So, oh man. And here it is. The first time churro carts did start in the mid-90s, around the time they started the California Residence Pass. The 99ers, yes, they did. They did start flooding the park. For those of you that don't know, back in the mid-90s, there was really, when it first started, there was only one, Mar, you're right. It does sound that way. There was only one pass when it first started. That pass was $200 some odd for an annual pass. That was the first pass that I had at Disneyland. And then when I moved down to Southern California in the mid-90s, they started like 3 flavors of annual pass. And one was the Southern California pass. And you could get into Disneyland for a certain amount of days during the year for $99. That was a Southern California pass. That is what Richard is referring to here as the 99ers, because they started flooding the park. Yes, they did. It was quite crowded. By the time I moved back, it was really starting to get crowded almost every day on the days that the $99 pass holders were able to get in, the 99ers. That was also a time when the annual pass holders got a nice creative name from the cast members, but I will not say that here on the air, as it could be construed as offensive. So if you have any questions, go ahead and direct message me on our social media. We're at Pepper Tree Villa on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll let you know what that response is. Just ask me the question and I'll let you know what that name is. Anyway, 2010. On this day, the Walt Disney Company announced that they would be offering applications for all of its businesses. So for instance, gathering, guest experience, things like that. When you see a cast member there taking the cast experience, they would have an iPad with you. They generally have an iPad or something. On this day, they announced that the iPad would be utilized at the Walt Disney Company for various aspects of the business. And the iPad 2 was released on April 3rd. So it kind of aligned with that. Disneyland and Walt Disney World started using iPad 2 everywhere for their cast members. 2015, I was kind of hoping that Waltograms was going to be here. I haven't seen him. Maybe I missed him in the chat stream. But I was kind of hoping he'd be here because his resort opened on this day. In 2015, Disney World celebrated the opening of Dougie's Resort, the Disney's Polynesian Villas and Bungalows. It was the newest addition to DVC, and that happens to be Dougie's home at Walt Disney World. But he calls it his resort. So yeah, they added the new features were over-the-water Bora Bora bungalows and the deluxe studios with a tropical ambiance. That's how this is written here. And then in 2019, the Armageddon show at Walt Disney Studios in Disneyland Paris closed. It was a special effects show. They also had, let's see, something else I have here. It was opened on March 16th, 2002. It opened with the park. So it was open for about 17 years. It shut down, and then they tore down the building so that they could do the Marvel Land expansion. That building was a casualty of that expansion. Probably not such a bad casualty. I am imagining that Marvel Land expansion is going to be wonderful if it's not completed yet. I'm sure it will be when it's ready. So that's all I have for news, but let me take care of some details here. Moderators, thank you so much for your help here today. It's been a pleasure, and I must say, I do apologize for being in such a dither, but I must say, I'm just very, very excited about what happened today. So I'll find out a little bit more about the super chats and the I guess they're like super icons or something like that. I forget what they're called, but I'll be looking at that and doing it out. Candy Mom, thank you. I will do that. Thank you so much. New merchandise is going to be coming to our Spreadshirt shop. Doug, I am Twitter-pated. Yes. Oh my goodness. That is a great way of putting it. I am Twitter-pated. Definitely. Thanks, Charlie. Thank you. You stay healthy as well. So yeah, we're going to have some new merchandise. Doug is working on some designs for shirts. I think you're going to like them. So check them out. We will let you know when they are live in the shop. And as Donna just posted there, get your baby Lofi merch. That is our link to our shop in Spreadshirt. The Lofi merchandise will be going away at the end of the month. So on April 30th, it is going into the vault. So go check it out and see what's going on with it. And yes, Doug he's designed the second gen shirt designs. So get your Orlando designs now. Orlando got designs now, definitely. It's good stuff. He's got some great shirts too. Life with Ben is going live tomorrow. It will be streaming tomorrow morning. His weekly show. He's got a new episode coming. And Richard, you mentioned Target. It has something to do with Target. So pay attention to Ben's video. Life with Ben tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. original generation. I like Orlando guy better. So moderators, thank you so much. And support channels. I've seen them here today. I've seen Two Real Geeks. I've seen D&G Explorers, the Orlando guy. Also More Sunshine Please and Rob Fuzz. Thank you so much for all of your support, you guys. We cannot do this without you. Thank you very much. Tonight on the Disney YouTube network, the people that support us, I want to mention their channels for tonight, and that's Charlie, the Disney Nerders. They are getting ready to do their Not Ready for Primetime show at 7 p.m. And Avery is going to be on the show. He actually asked to be on the show tonight. He's got some stuff he wants to show everyone. So go check it out. Disney Nerd Herders at 4 o'clock. I have a conference call at that time, so I'll be probably in the background. I'll have it streaming. But go check it out, everyone. And then finally, at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, I just clicked one of their comments where they're thanking Noah. This is D&G Explorers. They will be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on D&G Explorers. They are going to be tonight with Tazir Travel. So it's a cruise show. Go find out what's going on, and you'll see what's going. You'll see what happened. Oh, so Pam's fam is asking, whatever happened to Five Foolish Mortals? Five Foolish Mortals is still around. They do their show probably about once a month, but just check them out. They will be advertising it. As a matter of fact, we will always advertise them because Ben is part of Five Foolish Mortals. They are Jim of More Sunshine Please, Charlie of the Disney Nerd Herders, Derek and Gregory of D&G Explorers, and then Ben of Pepper Tree Villa. They make up the Five Foolish Mortals. So yeah, definitely, you don't want to miss it. So like D&G says, it is a land and cruise show tonight. So go check it out. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I am blathering now. Like Mara said, I have been Twitter-pated. Oh, there it is right there. Looks like the next Five Foolish Mortals show is going to be on Saturday, April 11th. So check it out. And Richard, good question. Who will be the Spotlight channel tonight on D&G Explorers? Check them out at 8 p.m. and they have a Spotlight channel. They encourage people that are creators also to join in. So everyone, stay safe. Remember, stay indoors. I see that Florida just got an alert that they need to stay indoors now. It's a 30-day lockdown as well. We are in lockdown here in California, at least in the Bay Area, until May 3rd. So, yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're going to stay put, and we will always be here for you for the Daily Dose. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I am so thankful for everything you've done for us. Thank you so much, everyone. And I am looking forward to continuing on with the Daily Dose. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. I'm still going into the office. Oh my, can't. Cynthia, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a month. It is a month. A month. Definitely. Leanne, thank you. Everyone, stay safe out there. We will be back tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And remember also, check out Ben tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, when he has a video about targets. But you'll be interested to see what that's all about. And who knows, you might actually see a commercial before his video. I can't believe it. We're monetized. It actually happened. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Have a magical evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. Good night, everyone.